Hey everyone, Saif Haddad here. In this video, I'm going to show you 8 psychological triggers to get what you want. Install these in marketing, content, outreach, and paid ads, or even sales, and even dating, and you'll get results. I guarantee it. So, one tip before you promise me, do not use this for evil, okay? Because these 8 psychological triggers, they work on every human being, including me. So, let's get started. So why this matters? First, you want to influence decisions, so tap into what drives human behavior. Again, you don't use this for evil, use it for good. 2, boost results, create meaningful connections that convert. 3, be memorable, stand out in a crowded marketplace. And 4, apply it everywhere, use those triggers in work, relationships, and life. In this training, you'll learn the 8 triggers to unlock influence and the CSCR SVPC framework. That's mouthful. Examples on how to apply these 8 triggers. So let's get started. So the 8 triggers of influence, we have the CSCR SVPC framework. 1 is confidence, 2 self-amusement, 3 curiosity, 4 resonance, 5 stories, 6 value, 7 proof, and 8 call to action. So let's explain each one in more details. Trigger number 1 is confidence. Own your space, be assertive, conviction, not arrogant. You need to have unshakable confidence in yourself and what you have to offer in order for people to buy from you. So clear communication, say what you mean and mean what you say. Be a man of your own word or a girl of or a lady of her own word. Sales is transference of energy. That's what sales is. So people buy from you when they feel confident in your ability to help them. So if you have unshakable confidence in your product and your ability to help them, they will buy from you. They'll trust you, they will feel that energy, and they will buy from you. So for example, the salesperson who believes in their product closes more deals. Trigger number 2 is the self-amusement. Here you want to be playful, and you can only be playful if you're having fun and self-amused yourself. So lighten the mood and disarm tension. This will work for clients, for women, for people, for your parents, for your family, for your friends. It doesn't matter, right? So people don't like heavy energy and seriousness. So be their escape from life's stressful tasks like paying the bills, etc. Have fun. Okay, so you want to be their escape. You want to be the source of energy and of light, fun energy. You don't want to put seriousness or heavy energy. Even if you feel sad, don't talk about it. Don't open up. Just basically give them a good, safe environment, and you can do that by being playful and self-amused. So 2, laughter is the shortest distance between two people. And here's an example when you want to turn a boring pitch, content, messaging into a fun story which will earn attention. Okay, you can use memes, you can use practical jokes, you can use basically anything that will lighten the mood and put a smile on your leads' faces, and that way they will feel more connected to you. Trigger number 3 is curiosity. Spark intrigue, ask open-ended questions that make people think, and you want to leave gaps. So for example, you make them want to know more. Don't close loops. So what I mean by that, for example, let's say this is a hook of one of your content. You can say this kid made 17K last month using a marketing trick from a 1960 movie. Then change the topic. Hey everyone, Saif Haddad here, and you start the topic, and then you give them the reward. So now people want to know what's the trick that this kid used to get 17K, right? So another example is a marketing email with a subject line, "You will never believe this," or an outreach DM. "Hey name, have you seen this?" So people, we can't help it, but want to know and close the loop, the gap. That's how our brain works. If you send me an email, subject line, "Hey Saif, have you seen this?" I can't help it but open it, okay? Pro tip, make sure to reward them with what you promised or people won't trust you. So here you cannot tell them this kid made 17K using marketing trick from 1960 movie and then you don't fulfill the promise in the content or the email or whatever, right? You need to give them the reward after they watch the video. Trigger number 4 is resonance, and by far this is the most important trigger for me personally because you want to relate to them, okay? You want to speak their language, you want to understand their desires, their deepest desires and wants and pain points. So be their mirror, reflect their desires and struggles. It's very important. Everyone feels lonely, so if you mirror their ideas basically and you show them that you understand them and make them feel understood, they will love you forever. So if you want to connect, you must first understand and make them feel understood. They need to get that feeling, oh my God, he gets me. And that's when you can ask them anything later and it works, right? So for example, you share a story about struggling with fitness to inspire clients. So if you're a fitness coach, don't show them that you were born this way and you're muscular or whatever or fit. You need to share a story about how you've been struggling for years or months with fitness And that's how you inspire clients, and then they see themselves in you and they will work with you. Trigger number 5, stories. So stories and resonance work together, because the more stories you create, the more they relate to you. Okay, so there is 12 steps of a hero journey. I'm gonna create another video about that, but to summarize it, basically there are 6 steps. First, you have ordinary start. Okay, if you watch any movie or you watch any hero, first there is an ordinary start. It's a boring start, and then there is the ordeal, something painful event. So at first he starts as an innocent, let's say, for example, as an innocent kid who believes in love or whatever, and then the ordeal, painful event, his girlfriend cheated on him. So at that point, he has a decision to do something about it. So he works on himself, he becomes fit, he becomes a bad boy, and then he meets the mentor, a teacher arrives that teach him how to pick up women, for example, and then he faces roadblocks, and then the victory. You can do this on any story. I'll just give you an example out of my head. For dating, you can use this. For hero, for example, Avengers, for Iron Man, any story starts like this. Ordinary start, then there's a painful event, then there's a decision to do something about it, then meeting the mentor, the teacher or a mentor that teach him what to do, and then he faces roadblocks, and then victory, okay? So, for example, Apple's story of starting in a garage inspires entrepreneurs, or Tony Stark becomes an Iron Man, a hero using his genius and armor to fight evil and protect the world. So, the goal of the stories is to create a bond. You need emotional connection with your audience, but showing you are a real person with struggles, and figure out a way to escape your painful reality to your desired result, and you can show your audience the way too. That way they feel, this is a typo, so they feel related to you and trust you. So basically, in your stories, you want to make sure that you tell them that you've been struggling, you figured out a way, so there is no difference between you and them. You just figured out a way to escape your painful reality, and you took action, and you were consistent with it, with discipline, until you achieved your desired result, and now you can show them the way, okay? Trigger number 6 is value. So you want to offer value to people. The more free stuff you give, the more they trust you, the more they wonder what's like to work with you in a coaching program or have a paid program with you. So offer more, people respond to generosity. So 2, solve problems, help people before asking them for anything. So for example, you give free guides or tools that position you as a helpful authority. Also, for example, when you offer free value like a guide or a sample, make others more inclined to give back, such as buying your product or responding positively, okay? 3, why it works so well? Because of the concept of reciprocity, okay? Reciprocity is the social principle where people feel compelled to return a favor or kindness they've received, and it works on everyone. I told you, including me. If you give me a gift or if you give me something, I'll do whatever it takes to give to give it back, okay? To give the favor back. So why it's powerful? Because it's human nature. We're wired to balance exchanges, fostering trust and cooperation. Emotional connection, it acts of giving, create goodwill, making others more likely to say yes. And it's universal influence, which works across cultures, industries, and relationships, whether in sales or personal connections. And it's one of the 5 love languages, so act of service. If you do that, you feel loved and you want to return the favor. Trigger number 7 is proof, which is super important. You want to show results. You want to show basically that you're legit and you know what you're talking about, and you can help people get them from their painful reality to their desired results. And you can show that through testimonials, stats, or real-world examples or case studies. And social proof makes people think, if others trust you, so will I. So, for example, if you just go to 2 different restaurants, one restaurant is empty even though they have the best chef and the best food, and the next door restaurant is full and people in line, you're more inclined to go to the full restaurant. I told you it works on everyone, including me and any human being. Example, highlighting a client 30% growth after working with you. So you can show them a case study of working with a client and you help them grow 30% plus after working with you. Last but not least, call to action or lead. You want to lead, okay? People are waiting to be led. So be clear. What should they do next? Okay? Stay detached, offer without pressure, indifferent to the outcome. Okay? So you want to do your offer, you present your offer, you do call to action, and then indifferent to the outcome. If they want to work with you, great. And if not, no problem whatsoever, because there is one of you, many of them. And the more you give value and the more you give these triggers that I explained here, okay, people can't help it but to work with you. Okay? So here's an example. So if at the end of the call, sales call or the VSL, video sales letter or whatever, you can say, so do you want to do that on your own, or would you like me to help you implement this plan going forward and build everything for you? You always want to give people two options, two doors. Either they leave, they do it by their own. So you show them that you don't care, indifferent to the outcome. And two, if they want to work with you. Same thing with dating. At the end of the night, you can say, so shall we call it a night, or would you like to continue the adventure with me? So it's very easy, guys. You give them two options, and that's how it works. Practical RPA plan, result producing activities plan. First, focus on activities that move the needle: marketing, COPA, content outreach, paid ads, and appointment setters, and sales. And also implement the SAVES 11 non-negotiables. Install the triggers daily in your marketing, in your sales, in your personal life, in dating, whatever. And plan your actions, practice triggers in real scenarios. So you want to figure out what people want, and you give it to them. And that's how, the more you practice this, the more you get better at it. Okay? Key lessons: influence is about emotion, not logic. So you want to make people feel something before you ask them about something. Okay? Value creates trust. Trust drives results. And create curiosity and resonance in every interaction. It's important to create that curiosity, and important is resonance, so people can feel understood. They're not alone in every interaction. Connection wins over perfection. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed creating for you. I hope you got a lot of value. Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. Put the notification on. And if you want more help on how to implement this, just contact me or click on the link on the description in order to help you scale 15K a month using our new CAM, which is the Client Instruction Machine plus Inception AI automation system. Inception sounds good, but I'll explain more in details why I called it Inception from the Inception movie, which is basically putting ideas in your prospects' subconscious mind, brain, so they can make the decision themselves to work with you. And this will work well if you're a coach, consultant, or agency owner. Again, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video as much as I enjoyed creating for you. I hope you got a lot of value, and I'll talk to you soon. This is Saif signing out. Merci.